Welcome back to Chamber Exchange, the TV show. Thrilled to have with us in this segment the new head coach of the Massachusetts Pirates, who play arena football at the DCU Center. Welcome, Rayshawn Kaiser.
Thank you. Thank you all for having me. Just coming on to represent the Massachusetts Pirates in the right way.
Yeah, and speaking of the right way, not only are you the new head coach, but you'd been the defensive coordinator of the Massachusetts Pirates team that won the IFL championship this past year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hard-fought season, it's a special season for us all last season. The first championship for the Massachusetts Pirates, the first in the DCU, the first in Worcester, I believe. So, we just trying to, get more fans out in the stands this year to support the team. We feel like a lot of people don't know about the Mass Pirates, and, it's our duty to get more fans and get our name more known out there in the Worcester community.
Yeah, well, the team family who own the Atco gas and convenience station, made a substantial investment. They're very active and philanthropic business owners, and they've invested in this international football league, the Arena Football League, and new league last year, a much more challenging schedule, traveling around the country. You had to grapple with as a coaching staff and players the whole COVID piece and protocols. Mm-hmm. Started off the season, but then just kind of took off and won the championship. Tell us what that was like.
We started off a little rocky.
Yeah.
I think we started off 3-3, and then we hit our turning point when we played Tucson. We went out to Arizona, a road trip, and we won on the last-second field goal. And we feel like that's where we turned around our season. And from there, we ended up winning, 8 straight in the regular season and 3 in the playoffs to win the championship. So it was a special season. We had a special group of guys. Jawadi team, he does a great job in finding the absolute best talent and getting them out here in Worcester. And it makes our job easy as coaches when we have good players. And
Jawad, your team, is the president of the club, and along with his dad and mom, have this franchise, and the players, oftentimes Division II, Division I experience in pro football at different levels. Mm-hmm. So really, world-class athletes.
Absolutely. And what a lot of people don't know about arena football players is that they have previous NFL experience. I know with us, we got a lot of people that played in the NFL, XFL league, the spring league from last season, just all over the place. So we have some good athletes on our team. And I feel like once we get the names out there and get the Mass Pirates brand out there, I feel like more people come to support because it's actually a fun game to watch. And
Coach, I don't want you to be modest. Yourself, you preseason with the NFL Jets. You played in the Canadian Football League, some arena football, and Division II football player at Walsh in Canton, Ohio.
Yeah.
So that must have been kind of special playing, college football where the Football Hall of Fame is in Canton, Ohio.
Oh, absolutely. Never took it for granted. It was a special place to play. That's one of the reasons that sold me going to Walsh was we get to play there, and that was, like I say, a historic place to play. One of the Pro Football Hall of Fame games I played at, and just piggybacking off my career. I had a good career. Started off in the NFL. Played in Canada for 2 years, and branched off and played in arena football for 11 seasons. So, I had a great career. Second in the lead in interceptions. So I got the single season record for interceptions with 16 on the season. So, I got a lot to, toot my horn about, but, I'm in the coaching field now, and I'm up here with the Mass Pirates. So looking to do and continue to do great things.
With all those picks, you were a quarterback's nightmare.
Yeah, that's what they said.
But arena football, again, for people that haven't seen it, I mean, it is fast-paced, exciting. You talk about like a family-friendly environment with some just, what's the adjustment like, and how do you describe the game?
Like you just said, it's fast-paced, very exciting, a lot of scoring. It's a different game than the NFL. You got, guys running in motion. You got the walls, 50-yard field, smaller field, so everything happening faster. But I feel like it's a good atmosphere for a family. If you're looking for something to do on Saturday nights, it's the best place. It's 7 o'clock, not too late. You get back home in time for the kids to go to bed. It's in the summertime, opposite of the NFL. So it's always something to do on that Saturday night. When you look for something to do, just come to the DCU.
Yeah, and a good chunk of the games, as you mentioned, June, July, August, but the season is going to start before we know it. And you talked about Saturday night game. The opening game is going to be Saturday, March 12th at the DCU at 7 o'clock. But a special night because a championship banner going to be unfurled, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It'll definitely be a special night for the guys, for myself, because this is my first championship ring. So I know it'll be special. It'll be a memorable moment for a lot of us. Just don't want it to be a distraction. You know, a lot of times that stuff can be a distraction. We still got a game to play and a game to win. And we looking to repeat as champions. I mean, we're going to put this in the back and, you know, we're going to celebrate. But we moving on to 2022 now.
Yeah, moving on. But it's still worth celebrating. And for people, that night will be a special night for the fans, you know, for the players. But then, as you said, you got to lock in and strap it up and go ready to play. Any you know, in this first year in the new league and winning a championship, are there any kind of rivalries that have come out of the gate that you know, or is every game just a, you know, scrap?
Well, we feel like nobody in the league likes us, but I think Arizona, we kind of got a rivalry with them now. I know they're looking forward to playing us. We go down there this season. I'm not sure, but I know we're going down there this season at some point. I can't think of no other else, but Arizona is definitely the biggest rivalry. Frisco. The team we play in week 1, we got a little rivalry with them. They in the same conference as us, so I know we played them the first game. It's going to be a very physical game. We're expecting a good game, too. They got some good talent, good coaching over there as well, so it's going to be a good game. Yeah,
and then the commitment that the players make, you know, it's you know, the season, they move here, they live here. I saw, you know, on the news and reported in the media, the players in the last couple of weeks have come from different points around the country they live in Worcester, work out, train, coaching. So there's that transition's well underway.
Oh, most definitely. It's a big sacrifice for a lot of these players, including myself. You know, we got to leave our families behind, our loved ones behind, and come out here and chase a dream, and, you know, live out here for half the year. And it's not tough being away from people for 6 months.
Yeah,
you know, a lot can happen in 6 months, but we out here chasing our dreams, and we doing what we love, and that's all we can ask for. And we just need the support back home from our loved ones.
And, you know, you talk about the transition into the season, but you know, you've been the defensive coordinator. Now you become the head coach. You know, how do you transition with that and set that tone and with the team and that new role?
Well, I'm more of a player coach. I like to relate to the players. Just lead by example on and off the field. I'm big on communication, big on like being on time, competing every day, whether we come at practice or in the games. I know I'm trying to get the best out of every player, and I feel like when you try to get the best out of every player, you got to be able to relate to them and talk to them and pull them aside, and that's what I try to do to all our players. Just, you know, build that relationship with them.
Yeah, and just a couple of minutes left. You know, with every season, there's a turnover in personnel. Players, et cetera. You're replacing a former NFL Patriot, Patrick Pass. So the coaching staff, there's some changes in transition. And with the players, any signings or anything that you're excited about in terms of new additions to the team?
As far as coaches, I'm excited about our whole new coaching staff. I mean, me first being a head coach, you know, seeing how I'm going to lead this team going into 22. We got Mark Stout, offensive coordinator, assistant head coach. He's been around the game for a while. I learned a lot from him. He's been head coaches in previous seasons, so I learned a lot from him. Glad to have him aboard. And Coach Custer, he's been around the game for a long time. I think since I was a baby, he's been coaching. So he always tells me that. But he's been around the game. I learned a lot from him as well. And we got a couple local coaches as well that help us along the way. As far as players, I think all our players are good. I don't want to single anybody out, but you know, Alejandro, our quarterback, he's coming back, former MVP. You know, Thomas Owens on offense. He's a stud at receiver. Toby Johnson on the defensive line. Glad to have him in there. In the secondary, Chucky Williams, Harlan Miller, you know, Khalid Wooten, Maxie Payne, all them good players. So we got a lot of returning players, and we're looking forward, like I say, to repeating as champions.
Well, head coach Rashawn Kaiser, welcome, you know, to the new role, and glad you're back again. And people want to get down to the DCU. The Massachusetts Pirates season's beginning, starting March 12th at 7:05. Watch the banner drop. Coach, thanks for being with us, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to come right back for our final segment.
These days, you've got your hands full in life. That's why we help you bank simply and securely. with tools like Face ID and Touch ID. It's why we make it easy to make purchases on the go and get cash back while you're at it. Why we help you quickly deposit checks wherever you are. And it's why we lend a hand with sending and receiving money right from your phone. So even when you're on the move, you can manage your finances. Bank Hometown. Unlock your potential.
Being associated with the Railers and being a part has been awesome, and it's been a lot of fun.
I think my students' initial reactions is my favorite part. Their eyes get really wide and they're in awe.
And then you have the excitement of hockey, and you have that anticipation in the air. You know, the crowd getting into it. It's fun.